I'm Bob Hallmark in Longview today. I'm at Lovely's Barbershop, and that's for a reason. I have a question for all of you who have ever had doubts in your life. Can a job change your life? Well, according to one Longview man, yes. That answer is yes, it can. And we're going to learn his story right now. We're joined now by Jonathan Lovely. And now, Jonathan, how long have you been a barber, by the way?
I've been a barber for 13 years.
13 years.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now you say that this has been really good for you. You've enjoyed doing this.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, for Jonathan, it wasn't always that way. I guess you had a road traveled earlier that kind of brought you to this point. Let's tell that story.
Well, I'm a East Texas native. I was born in Marshall, Texas. I graduated from Jefferson. I became a barber around 2012, 2011. That's also when I was introduced into being a father, going into fatherhood. And that's kind of how I became a barber, is the fact of me having children and having to start a career to bring some income into my household.
Now, you told me earlier, as we talked before, that this changed everything. When the kids came along, it changed your perspective, and you realized that there were some things you wanted to change in your life.
Yes, sir. It allowed me, first of all, being in the barbershop and also having children, it allowed me to become a man. Interact with more men, see stuff from a man's point of view. It also showed me stuff that I need to do to better myself from a childish-like mindset into an adult mindset.
And that was important for you because as we're going to show some pictures here, it wasn't just about him anymore. Now it was about what you can do for other people as well. You say that it taught you a simple thing about it, just having a profession taught you about how you treat people and how you would like to be treated by people.
Yes, sir. Becoming a barber, this is one of the industries where I don't get paid hourly or salary like most people. So the only way to get clientele is I have to be nice. I have to be a people person. I have to be able to talk. Yeah, I had to become a people's person in order to have people to come to me and feel safe with me underneath their care of their appearance.
I guess it's taught you a few things along the way, which is why you felt like you needed to start doing for people who maybe were less fortunate.
Yes, sir, and that's one thing that I always had a heart for with this barbering, because it allows me to talk to kids. It allows me to talk to people that's not in my position or not doing as well as me. So I do a lot of giving back to the community as far as back to school drives with kids. I have done a lot of things with the city of Longview with helping the homeless, giving out haircuts to the homeless. I have also done plenty of things as far as, giving out turkeys and stuff like that around Thanksgiving.
Okay. So anything you can do to help people that maybe are struggling a little bit.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, the important reason that I bring all of that up is that Jonathan has been nominated, I guess, for not only East Texas Barber of the Year, is that right?
Yes, it's Barber of the Year in Texas.
In Texas?
Yes, sir.
Okay, for the state of Texas?
Yes, sir.
Okay. But he's also been nominated for something called the Redemption Award, which that's the one that really caught my attention. Explain what the Redemption Award is.
The Redemption Award is basically what me and you just got through talking about, how barbering has changed my life and how it has impacted my life where I can impact others.
Okay. Now, I want to ask a serious question here about what would this have been like had you not become a barber? In other words, was there a point in time where you realized I have to make a decision about where I'm going?
Yes, it always becomes a time in anybody's life, especially a male's life, where you have to put down your past and try to see what your future is going to withhold. And if you're not making the wise decision and choices in life at the time, some of those choices that you make back then can really jeopardize your future.
Okay. It's an important point, I guess, in anyone's life. Man, woman, doesn't matter. You analyze where you are in life and you decide, is this the best I can do and what direction am I going here? Was that pretty much what it was like for you?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And you made a decision, I'm guessing, that you're very thankful for at this point.
Man, I'm very thankful for it. I thank God every morning.
And you enjoy your work?
I really do.
Okay. Now you said you had an interest in cars and things like that when you were younger. I'm guessing that at some point you had to say to yourself, you know what, I've got to be. When the kids came along, you said, man, this changes everything. You know, now it's not about just me anymore.
No, sir, it's not just about me anymore. So I put away a lot of the things that I had a love for or a passion for at the moment, and I decided to pick them up when it became a later time in life where I couldn't afford it or be able to do it.
Mm-hmm. Now, obviously you're very successful out here. You seem like a very humble man, so I'm guessing you don't. You have no aspirations. You don't really. You're honored, I'm sure, about being nominated, but you know whether you win or lose, draw, it doesn't matter. You're going to keep doing what you're doing.
Yes, sir. I thank God every day for all the blessings that I got, but never once did I ask for any of this. So it amazes me every time when I get brought up in a lot of these conversations and a lot of these awards and ceremonies and things of that nature.
Mm. Now, had it not been for getting into being a barber, could you have seen this going the other way? Could you have seen this being really bad for you at some point?
I did. Okay. If I didn't straighten up when I did, I could have probably been somewhere worse in a place that we probably don't even want to talk about.
Well, you seem like a very happy man, and now you have two daughters at this point, and you're obviously very happy with your family life. And is there a sense here of, you know, you did what you wanted to do, and it turned out to be maybe the best decision you ever made?
Yes, sir.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Now, before all of the people start coming in here for their haircuts and things of that nature, do you have a demeanor with people where you kind of share your story with them when they come in?
Yes, sir. That's the thing that I love about being a barber, because I never knew that being a barber was also going to make me a therapist. So when people sit down and talk to me, we share stories, I share stories, and we kind of, you know, pick and choose about, you know, what can we take from each other's story and learn to kind of progress over life and kind of value it towards our life.
Okay. All right. Well, congratulations and best of luck. I understand that the awards is this weekend in
Yes,
Dallas.
Sir.
Okay. Is it in Dallas?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
All right. So I'm guessing you're going to attend.
Yes, sir.
All right. Well, best of luck, Jonathan.
I appreciate it so much.
All right. And we will have much more on this story tonight on KLTV 7 News. For KLTV Web Extra, I'm Bob Hallmark.